Well, it's an interesting commission because you get to touch a number of different things. One, from public safety, which is both police and fire, and then the other part of it is our public service. So street sweeping, keeping our roads up, and also our snow plowing. So those are kind of like three big buckets that we deal with.
We help assist with making sure that the voices get heard throughout the town to the council to make sure that this is a friendly and safe place that they want to live.
That's the one thing about being a commissioner is you're in a learning mode too, because we're ambassadors to the community. So when we're out talking to our neighbors and stuff, we can actually share feedback from our police and fire. So the police and fire department, they don't have to always do the heavy lifting from a communication standpoint. One of the other things we get to do too is not too long ago, we got to tour the Hero Center. And as a resident, it really makes you feel good that our first responders are probably some of the best trained within the metro area here.
I remember the first time that I had a commissioners meeting, we actually went on a tour bus and we went and looked at all the developments that were around the town and what was being, how they were being built, when they were being built, the reasons of them being built.
When it comes to the planning of infrastructure, one of the things that I think the commission does is try to weigh it from a citizen's eye point, not so much from an administrator's eye point. A lot of those are brought to us, but then again, we as commissioners, we see situations where we feel there might be a safety risk. Where could we actually put a different sidewalk? Where could be a crossing sign? A lot of those things will come before us, and then we'll give our feedback again to our city leaders. In turn, they take that feedback and then bring it to a final proposal to our city council. I think some of the future things we're going to be dealing with, one, as the whole marijuana thing comes into play.
So we got to vote on that and what would be safe and what would not be safe in the community.
Our community's growing, so we're going to constantly be looking at try to make it as safe as possible so residents can enjoy the great parks and amenities that we have here in Cottage Grove. One of the things, our commission meetings are very structured, and one of the things, there's the open forum section. And so residents should really pay attention or, keep an eye on what's going on within all the commissions. All those agendas are posted and when the meetings are held. And if you have any type of thoughts or your opinions that you want to share on any given subject, I would highly recommend you come. There is an open forum, and we consistently give people opportunities to speak on it.
I think the challenges that we face is just making sure we're getting everybody's voice heard. If people don't know how simple it is to share their opinion, they won't understand that they can actually make a huge change if they just knew where to come.
But once our term is done, then we need some quote-unquote new blood to come in, and maybe even, quite honestly, if I get to my 6 years, it's probably good to have folks with a different voice come in. And at that point, then it's always making sure we have fresh new people with fresh new ideas to come onto the commission. And it's just getting people involved in these type of commissions. So hopefully you'll take that to heart. And if you're interested, I would certainly highly recommend joining this commission.
You don't have to have a certain background. Anybody and everybody should apply because I believe everybody is important, and we don't really know how important we are until we try. And this is something, council, commission, it's all just regular everyday people that are taking a step into making a change. So I think everybody should apply.